Sawadee krap, I'm JP Mestanza. Today is Friday, April 18th. Please be aware today marks the release of the latest edition of our newspaper, English language newspaper, the Phuket News, as well as our Thai language sister paper, Khao Phuket. Grab your copy at locations across the island. You're watching Phuket Extra, brought to you by pbcphuket.com. Songkran this year has been a boon for Phuket, with about 8.3 billion baht generated in revenue and over 523,000 travelers passing through the Phuket International Airport during the holiday period. Over 3,255 domestic and international flights were recorded at the Phuket International Airport from April 12th to the 16th. Hotel operators were very happy during this recent week as occupancy rates saw a big boost, with an average occupancy rate reaching nearly 81% across 1,883 hotels on the island. Visitors also stayed an average of just over 4 days. The TAT estimates total tourism revenue during the festival period at approximately 8.3 billion baht. Of that, around 790 million came from domestic tourists, while foreign visitors contributed the vast majority, about 7.5 billion baht, with average spending per person estimated at just over 7,000 baht. Tourism officials say that the figures reflect Phuket's strong recovery and continued appeal as a top holiday destination during Thailand's most celebrated festival. For more, visit thephuket.news.com. The Songkran holidays can be a dangerous time on the roads, and while they brought tons of revenue to the island, the rest of the country saw over 250 people lose their lives in road accidents nationwide. The so-called 7 dangerous days of traveling on the road for this year's Songkran wrapped up on Thursday, with the accumulated death toll reaching 253, according to the Road Safety Operations Center. In total, from April 11th to April 17th, Thailand recorded 1,538 accidents and 1,495 injuries recorded nationwide, a nearly 25% reduction from last year in all categories, as last year saw 287 deaths nationwide during Songkran. Most of the recorded accidents this year took place in Patalung province with 63, followed by Lampang with 52 and Narathiwat with 48. While Bangkok saw the highest number of deaths at 19. Most of the fatalities this year involved people aged between 20 and 29 years old, with just over 64% being male victims. Meanwhile, here in Phuket, the island is one of 6 provinces nationwide with 0 reported road fatalities during the Songkran holiday. During the entire Songkran holiday, Phuket officials recognized 45 people injured in road accidents on the island, 31 Thai nationals and 14 foreigners, with speeding cited as the primary cause of accidents and most incidents involving motorcycles. The biggest traffic offense was failure to wear a helmet, which led to 1,376 arrests according to Phuket authorities. Other common violations included driving without a license, drunk driving, and failure to fasten a seatbelt. For more, visit thephuket.news.com. 2 German tourists are at a Phuket hospital right now recovering from serious injuries sustained when they were struck by a pickup truck while going across a crosswalk with their baby this past Tuesday in Phang Nga province. And now Phang Nga and Phuket officials are discussing the next steps. The accident on April 15th took place at about 5 p.m. at a zebra crossing on Phet Kasem Road near the Khao Lak post office in the province immediately to Phuket's north. 34-year-old Philip David Lothar and 32-year-old Linda Robb were pushing their nearly 2-year-old baby when they were struck by a speeding pickup, causing serious injuries to the parents. The baby was initially reported to sustain only minor injuries. The driver of the truck, a 60-year-old Thai national identified only as Choi, he was at the scene when police arrived. He was arrested and charged with reckless driving causing death. After the family was initially rushed to Khao Lak Hospital, they were eventually transferred to the ICU at Bangkok Hospital Phuket, where they remain. A high-level meeting with top officials from Phang Nga province, including Governor Phairat Phechsuwan, took place on Thursday, along with officials from the Phuket Highways Office. At the meeting, the Phuket Highways Office was instructed to repaint crosswalks red and white, add speed bumps, install clearer speed limit signage, and fix traffic lights near pedestrian crossings. The Phang Nga authorities will begin strict enforcement of traffic laws targeting speeding and undisciplined driving among locals, taxi drivers, and other public transport operators. Khao Lak police yesterday ramped up their efforts to curtail speeding along the dangerous section of Phet Kasem Road, announcing that they netted 7 drivers for speeding in broad daylight at just 1 checkpoint. For more, visit thephuket.news.com. Officials from the airports of Thailand are finally breaking their silence on the cyber attack that struck the Phuket International Airport earlier this month. According to a statement by the Phuket AOT, the hack reportedly took place at about 7:30 a.m. on April 8, when staff at the airport discovered that a digital screen in the International Departure Check-in Hall on the 3rd floor was displaying messages and images over the war on Gaza. AOT Phuket officials say that the screen was restored to normal operation about 2 hours later, and an investigation was immediately launched. AOT Phuket explained that the hacker accessed the system using leaked login details for the screen software and is pledged to strengthen security measures. The director of the management department at AOT Phuket apologized for the incident, saying that the images harmed AOT Phuket's public image and raised serious security concerns. For more, visit thephuketnews.com. There are talks that ASEAN, the collective of Southeast Asian nations, could collectively negotiate with the United States over its reciprocal tariffs on imports from countries in the region, something that Thailand's premier is in support of. Thailand Prime Minister Paetongtarn Shinawatra made the comments on Thursday during a meeting with Malaysian Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim in Bangkok. The meeting saw both leaders discuss how the ASEAN bloc of countries can join forces to deal with U.S. tariff hikes. She stated that ASEAN's combined population of about 670 million makes the bloc a huge market and a force to be reckoned with. Ms. Paetongtarn Shinawatra said that Finance Minister Pichai Chunawajira would lead a Thai delegation to Washington for talks next Wednesday. U.S. President Donald Trump on April 9 announced a pause on all reciprocal tariffs, including a 36% levy on Thailand, as countries began lining up to seek negotiations. However, a 10% baseline tariff on all goods still applies to almost all U.S. trading partners. Thailand's trade surplus with the U.S. was $45.6 billion last year, the 11th largest among all of America's trading partners. For more, visit thephuketnews.com. Nearly a year after closing 10 scuba and snorkeling sites off the Phi Phi Islands to allow coral reefs to regenerate, National Park officers at Khao Phi Phi National Park are announcing their reopening. The 10 sites include the Viking Cave area, Ao Lo Bagao, Koh Dang, Pile Bay, and other sites that are listed on your screen right now. Diving and snorkeling activities were suspended at these sites back in May of last year due to severe coral bleaching. Hat No Para Tara Mukok Phi Phi National Park, which is part of Krabi province, generates the most revenue out of all national parks in Thailand. Park officials are urging visitors, tour operators, and boat captains to strictly adhere to marine conservation regulations, which include no littering, no food waste disposal into the sea, no anchoring on coral reefs, and a hands-off policy on all marine life and corals. For more, visit thephuketnews.com. Thanks so much for ending your week with us here at Phuket Extra, brought to you by pvcphuket.com. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you back here on Monday. Until then, stay classy, Phukets.
Phuket's rapid modernization has made it one of the world's premier holiday destinations. Investors can still buy quality condominiums for as low as $75,000, and luxury properties can go all the way up to $20 million. Condominiums in Phuket are a safe, secure bricks-and-mortar investment, offering foreigners freehold ownership. Call or email Thai Residential, Phuket's #1 trusted real estate advisor, to find your perfect Phuket property.